Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Jenna, and today I'm going to be showing you how I curl my hair with a straightener. So I just finished up the video and this is the final look. So if you guys are interested in seeing how I achieve this look, keep watching. And if you guys are new here, make sure you subscribe. And without further ado, let's get right into the video. Okay, so before I begin, I wanted to tell you guys that I'm obviously doing this on straightened hair. Yesterday I showered, so this is a day old. I usually have naturally really curly hair, so just so you guys know, I usually do this on my natural hair, but it works both ways for me personally. I can do it on my curly hair or when I've straightened it. So today I'm just doing it on my straightened hair just because that's how my hair is right now. Also, before I begin, I wanted to show you guys what straightener I'm going to be using to curl my hair. And so I think this is pronounced a Numi. I've had this straightener for a while. It is my favorite straightener. It really works with my thick hair. I would say, like, I have pretty thick and long hair, and it's about 1 inch thick. So I definitely recommend checking out straighteners like this because I absolutely love that one. And then what else I'm going to be using today is just my hairbrush, and then I'm going to use maybe a scrunchie or two. So it's super easy. I'm going to begin by parting my hair into 2 parts just because it's easier for me to look at this way when I am curling it. So yeah, I usually just kind of put it up in a half pony like I would if I were to style it like this. And then I'm going to put all of this into a scrunchie just to keep it out of the way. So yeah, there's this. My neck is like red because my necklace was irritating it and I don't know what its problem is. Does anyone else have like really sensitive skin? Because I do. I also never curl my hair with my glasses on, but I would like to see you guys today, so I'm going to try that. In the beginning, I have a couple like random little baby pieces, like they're really short, so I'm just going to curl these and then come back to them. So I won't show you guys how to curl them on those short ones just because they are a little tricky. But first, I'm going to grab a piece about this thick. It helps if you guys don't take too thick of pieces, obviously, just because then the straightener will, like, the hair will fall out of the straightener. So first thing you're going to do is grab a piece of hair about this thick, and the trick to doing this is really how you pull the straightener down. So I would say that there's really only 2 steps that I do to this, and that is flipping your hair and then pulling it. And I know that sounds a little weird, but you guys will see me do it and it might make more sense. So basically what I'm going to do is flip it, and then I'm just pulling straight down. And you can see I got that wave. And I do it towards like going out away from my face on, I think, both sides. On this side for sure. I'll have to see. I can't think of what I usually do on the other side. I'm just taking this piece, flipping the hair over, and then really I'm like pulling it away from my face right there. And with the bottom pieces too, it's not super important how curly they are. If you're going for a looser curl, I recommend not keeping it on so long because then these ones will look a little longer than the ones on top, and you might have like a little layer to it depending on how long you leave the straightener on the curl. So yeah, I'm basically pulling just like that. And it's super simple once you get the hang of it. And then I stop curling this side once I get to the middle of the back of my head, if that makes sense. So I'm just going to keep continuing to do this side. I lost a piece. I keep continuing to do this side, going that same way, and some I'll hold on for longer, some I'll hold on for shorter, just so they're not all the same like tightness. And if you guys have a heat protectant, I would put that on. I recommend that. I just don't have one, so that's why I'm not putting one on. But you guys are kind of getting the hang of this side. And usually when I'm doing this also, it just depends on where you want the curl to start. So since my hair is straightened right now, I don't have to do much, but if my hair is curly, my hair curls basically to the root. So I might just go over it a couple times, like to midway, to kind of flatten it down to not have any like bumps from my natural hair. But since I have it straightened today, that's not really a problem. But I usually start my curl about midway down, and that's when I start to twist it over my straightener. But if you guys want more of a loose look, you can start about 3/4 down, or you know, vice versa if you want it a little higher up. Okay, so I've reached the midpoint of the back of my head right now. So honestly, I just kind of start over again in the front and start on this side. So this side, I guess I hold it, so I was holding it like this. On this side, I'm going to actually hold it like this way. I don't know why I do that, now that I think of it, but you're gonna hold it down and then you're going to do the same thing. Oh, I just like burned my face. Okay. See, these front pieces you just can't trust. But yeah, I'm still taking the same amount. And then I'm flipping it over that way and then pulling out. So I'm going to get that away from my face look that I want. Okay, so I'm going to touch this up in a little bit if I need to, but it's basically that bottom half is done. And so now I'm going to put this in another scrunchie just because I'm really bad at keeping my hair separate. The parts that are already done, if you guys can do that, it's seriously talent. Oh my God. Okay, we're just gonna work with this. And next I'm going to take down this hair that I had on top of my head and we are going to start this section. So basically, my hair really just parts wherever it wants to. It's different every day. But I think sometimes I section it off just to, I don't know, keep it out of the way. But today I don't think I have to just because it is straight. So I'm going to do the same thing. Just wherever my part is, I'm going to curl it that way. And like I said, I have a lot of baby hairs in the front here, so if you guys do have stuff like that, I just recommend keeping the least amount of heat on it possible. I'll just curl it at the end just like once or twice just to give it some wave to go one of the ways, but I usually try my best not to touch it. It's so hard, but so I'm just going to be doing the same thing here. Obviously I have layers, so this is shorter than what I was doing before, so I'm still doing the same exact thing. And these pieces obviously are a little thinner than my hair underneath, so I'm not holding them on as long just because I don't want to burn my hair or have it super curled and it doesn't really match the looseness of the stuff underneath. But it's really just your preference of what you want it to look like. If you want it very tight or if your hair does get loose, I recommend curling it a little tighter than what you normally would do and then letting it fall a little bit. But my hair pretty much stays the same throughout the day. But I will say that it definitely is not as full right now just because I think it's because it's straightened, and I think my hair when it's curled looks a little more full when I start with it naturally. I don't know why. I'm gonna go to this side and I'm going to be doing the same thing as before. Okay guys, so this is the finished look. Obviously, if I need to, I will go back in and fix some pieces, but this is my everyday look. And it's honestly super simple once you get the hang of it. Like I said before, I recommend honestly just practicing on your own hair all the time as much as you can to get it to look the way you want it to. But thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And if you guys have any other video recommendations, please comment them down below. But other than that, I will see you guys in my next video.